Thank you for joining us here at the First Alert Desk on Atlanta News First Plus. I am Maria Moreau, here to talk about your top news stories and weather forecasts that we're following for Thursday. Thank you for joining us this morning. Atlanta News First Alert meteorologist Ella Dorsey will join us momentarily to talk about some weekend weather you're going to want to know about. But first, let's get you into some of your top headlines. I want to take you out to Clayton County and this tragic story that we broke to you on Atlanta News First this morning, a deadly shooting outside of Clayton State University. It happened along Trammell Road, a residential area near Clayton State. It's unclear on what led up to this incident. What we can tell you is that 2 teenagers were killed. Now, there are a lot of homes that line up this street that you're looking at. Murrow Middle and Marshall Elementary schools are just down the street. Clayton police, along with paramedics, were on the scene for hours earlier this morning. Our crews also saw what appeared to be family members rushing to the scene. Clayton County police still in the early stages of this investigation, but say 4 people were walking the area near the entrance to Clayton State University when the group started arguing. Police say that's when one person fired a weapon. At this point, it doesn't appear that police have anyone in custody, but we will stay on top of this story and bring you the latest, both on air and online. And this other story we're following out of Cobb County involving a middle school student, a student in critical condition now after she apparently used a firearm to commit self-harm. Atlanta News First Sarah Hammond has the latest on this story.
The biggest question that so many parents had as they were picking their children up from school yesterday was, how did this student get the gun on campus? Lindley Middle School does have a school resource officer on campus, but does not have any weapon detection systems or metal detectors. And the school division says the student was in the bathroom with other students when she turned the gun on herself. She was life flighted to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. And police said first responders were with the student within 90 seconds, and the school was placed on lockdown while officers cleared the area and made sure there was no threat. The incident left parents and their students shaken.
I was very scared. I wasn't even just texting my kid. I was texting my baby's best friends. I was texting their parents. I was texting everybody. It wasn't just one person. I was worried about everybody.
The school division says there are counseling services available for students and staff. At Lindley Middle School, Sarah Hammond for Atlanta News First.
And taking you out nationally to the final address from President Biden happened last night around 8 o'clock. President Biden delivering his final goodbye to the nation, offering words of advice as the next administration is set to take over. We have that full interview for you on AtlantaNewsFirst.com and in the free Atlanta News First app. Well, it's an exciting day here in Atlanta as we break ground for the 2025 St. Jude Dream Home Giveaway. This state-of-the-art home will be built from the ground up and just in time for our incredible annual giveaway where one lucky viewer will win their dream home. Now, this home for 2025 is being built out in Cumming, Georgia, and that is where we find our Atlanta News First, Tracy Hutchins. It's a new year, 2025. How's the energy out there?
I'll tell you what, the energy was amazing. Just a few moments ago, we had builder partners, a lot of folks from St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, and of course the Providence Group. They're the generous builder once again for the 3rd year for the St. Jude Dream Home as part of this big giveaway that here at Atlanta News First we're proud to be a part of.
You have been integral to this project and getting the word out to community members here in Atlanta about this. In 2024, you got to announce the winner and talk to the families. Talk to me about that moment.
Well, last year it was pretty incredible when you finally pull the name and say who won. So last year's winner was Ellen Peterson from the metro area. And I'll tell you what, she had never owned a home before, and it was really incredible to see her walk through the home and to tell us how, you know what, she never expected to win. Neither did the winner from the previous year, Dixie Smith from 2023. She's like, never in my wildest dreams did I ever think I would win a home. But they both won, and they both said they wanted to let everyone know that this contest is real. And the key here, Maria, is all about helping St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, because once you buy that ticket, it enters you to possibly win this dream home or one of a dozen other prizes that are pretty incredible too. But at the base of it here, they both bought their tickets, reserved their tickets because they wanted to do something special for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital because they know where that money goes. That money goes to help provide research and life-saving cures for children who are battling diseases, oftentimes deadly diseases, to really help their families, to make sure their families don't have to pay a bill, to make sure their families can get to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital in Memphis, get there for treatment, to make sure those families have a place to stay while their kids are being treated. That's what it's all about. That's why a lot of families participate in the metro area. And this is kind of a win-win. Not only are you helping St. Jude, but you have the possibility of winning a home. Maria, let me just kind of show you now. It may not look like much right now, but of course, here is the area where this home will be built. 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. So again, just broke ground today, but the ground is cleared, so they are ready to start building as soon as possible. I would say, in working with the Providence Group, because we followed the bills of the previous dream homes from the ground up before, it really only takes a matter of months to turn this dream home into a reality. The great thing about it is they put all the bells and whistles inside these homes, custom coffee makers that you can basically set up to play music and make your coffee for you in the morning. So you have a primary bedroom suite for the people who bought the house. You have a primary bedroom and other bedrooms as well. And so many bells and whistles are put into these homes to really make it a forever home. That is the great thing about it, because the builder partners, the builder, they know this is a special home because it's all being done for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
All right, thank you, Tracy. And a live look outside at beautiful Midtown Atlanta. As promised, we have First Alert meteorologist Ella Dorsey joining us with a look at some weekend weather that we want you to know about.
Yeah, we got to talk a lot about what's in the forecast, guys. So let's get you started here with really the main alerts that we're tracking. I know there's a lot of questions about the potential winter weather next week, but I got to start you out this weekend. We'll see rain early on Saturday, but it's not going to impact the whole day. That's the good news. Dangerous cold. That's the main headline. I don't want you guys to overlook how cold it's going to be for the potential winter weather next week, but we're going to see 2 chances at winter weather Tuesday and Thursday of next week, okay? So the forecast has changed a little bit, but today is a day to get outside. My goodness, it's gorgeous. 57 degrees. It is going to be quite windy this afternoon, so be prepared for that. Let's talk about this weekend, okay? Our medium range model's coming in, which now we have a good idea of when this rain's going to move through. Dry for your entire Friday. Tomorrow looks gorgeous. Get outside. It'll be 60 degrees. Heavy rain moves through while we are asleep. If you wake up early on Saturday, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., it will be pouring. But by 8 or 9, most of that heavy rain has moved out. We're going to see some scattered showers, isolated showers, I should say, through the day on Saturday. But again, the majority of the day looks dry. So it's not a need to cancel your outdoor plans. It's a low impact First Alert weather day, and it will still feel great outside with highs in the upper 50s. Sunday will be dry. Cold air starts to move in Sunday, but the frigid air arrives on Sunday night. Monday morning, Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, we're in the teens. This is the coldest temperatures we've had in over a year, and it's prolonged cold. That's the problem, is from Sunday night through midday Wednesday, many areas aren't going to climb above freezing. So you got to think about your pipes. If you had pipe problems 2 years ago when that major cold came through, you're going to have pipe problems again. Many of you, if you have exposed pipes outdoors, you're going to need to run them next week. Now, on to the potential winter weather. There's 2 rounds of it, potentially. One on Tuesday, and then the next one Thursday, Friday. Significant snow looks unlikely, guys. This could change, but again, I want you to take this with a grain of salt. I'm just showing you one run of one model, but even though areas south could see some snow showers, most of that heavy moisture, at least it looks like it's trending south, which would take it out of our area, which would keep us mostly dry on Tuesday. It's certainly going to be cold enough to support snow. It's just a matter of, will we see the moisture in our area? It's still a big question. The low hasn't even developed yet. So we essentially won't know until after the rain moves through on Saturday. So what we do know is that high confidence in that frigid air being in place next week. The low confidence is, are we going to see precipitation, when and where? But There's two chances. One, I think, is a low chance on Tuesday for snow. The next one is Thursday. We'll start to warm up, but we're going to see much more moisture work its way in. We're certainly going to see rain on Friday, but on the onset of that precipitation on Thursday, we could see a wintry mix. So Rodney Harris is going to have much more on this coming up. This is just a brief preview. We're going to have more model data that comes in the next hour, and he will show you that coming up. But right now, this is the way it's looking. It's looking like a 50% chance of rain on Saturday, mainly in the morning. 30% chance of snow showers Tuesday, and then beyond that 7-day forecast, we could see another chance at a wintry mix. I will be back on air at noon today with the latest model data, but this is a great time to download our app, guys, because we basically are going to see a lot of changes in the forecast between now and then. Models are all over the place. We have low confidence. We had a lot more confidence in the last system that moved through. So again, if you are wondering about the winter weather, you'll want to check back in for updates throughout the day. Okay? For now, get outside. Enjoy this beautiful weather today and tomorrow. It's going to feel like spring. The end of January looks really, really cold. So I really don't know when we're going to see upper 50s to low 60s again. All right?